How can you keep your horse from invading a personal bubble when lunging? I'm working with a newly adopted horse that seems to not respect humans. Tara. Good question, Tara. Horses invade your space for a couple of reasons. One, because it feels good. They're herd animals. They want to be closer. So you have to sort of look at that and forgive them a little, but at the same time be firm. And I recently watched this video, and I can't remember his last name. His first name is Tristan, and he had a great idea. I'm going to repeat it because I think it's a good idea. When you're just standing around and you're not lunging, so I'm going to you're going to have to work your every problem comes from a smaller problem. So I would say when you're just standing around and you're on just a lead rope, does that horse come into you? If it does, ask it out. Now, Tristan's idea is to put a bunch of energy into the spot you don't want the horse to be in instead of on the horse. Now, I don't know if the horse can separate the two, but I like the idea. I like the thought of it. If they do catch onto it, terrific. And ask them back. If you can get good, safe distance when you're standing, you move to a walking around, leading kind of thing. You get that good walking around, and it is very consistent at a different speed, whether you're walking, whether you get a little jog going, or you actually start running, and they stay 6 feet away, 7 feet away, 5 feet, whatever your distance, whatever your bubble is. If they do that, you can then move up to driving. Driving is lunging. So you drive them around you and see if they keep that space. I bet they will. Work your way up. Ask them to stay in space and keep it that way. He isn't afraid of people and is more disrespectful. When I start to lunge, he moves off, running me over, very close to me. How can I get him further out without using physical force? Same question. So if you're trying to do lunging without having the stuff before that, you're probably going to have a lot of trouble. You're probably going to have to be louder than you want to be. If you're already reminded to keep space at a standstill and reminded to keep space, walking, leading around, jogging, leading around, running, leading around, then you can work driving. And I bet it would probably go okay. I bet by then you'd have it figured out. He'd have it figured out. But some horses are in the habit, when they start their lunge, they start their circle, they walk straight into you. Check out my groundwork videos on that. I talked about that just recently using Lena. So hopefully it makes sense. I do want to cover it again. And Ross Jacobs did one that is along the same lines in that video. It's only a couple of videos back. It's called The Very First Steps of Groundwork. So check that out.